Welcome to DVS Math. Today we are continuing the same lesson, Polynomials, exercise 2.4. In our previous session we ended up with question number 2. So we are moving on to the question number 3 in exercise 2.4. So let's see the question now. Find the value of k if x minus 1 is a factor of p of x in each of the following cases. So they're saying that find the value of k. Here we have to find the value of k, and they have given one factor, that is x minus 1 is a factor of p of x in each of the following. They said that x minus 1 is a factor of all these cases. That means here in previous question we solved that. So given the factor, we used to substitute in the given polynomial, and if the remainder is 0, then we say that the given is a factor of the polynomial. Otherwise it is not the factor of that polynomial. But in this question they only said that x minus 1 is a factor of the given polynomial. That means p of x will be equal to 0. Clear? So let's just take now. So let us take now. So what is here? So they said x minus 1 is a factor of p of x. That is the factor of p of x. So what we can do, x minus 1 is equal to 0. What happens to the value of x? X is equal to 1. So now let us substitute this one value in the place of x square. So as you all know, if we substitute 1 in the equation, they are saying that x minus 1 is a factor. So what happens to the value of this polynomial is 0. That means if as you all know, the final remainder is 0, then this is x minus 1 is a factor of the given polynomial. So what we can write? So p of x is equal to 0. So x minus 1, they're saying it is a factor. So that means what happens? X square plus x plus k is equal to 0 now. Now let us substitute 1 in the place of x now. So what happens? 1 square plus 1 plus k is equal to 0. Okay, what happens? 1 square is 1. 1 plus 1, 2. So 2 plus k is equal to 0. What happens to the k value? So if we move to that side, plus 2 becomes minus 2. So 0 minus 2, it is minus 2. So k value is minus 2. What is the value of k in this case? Is minus 2. So just observe here. First take the factor and find the value of x. As you all know, if it is negative, it becomes positive. It is positive, it becomes negative. Then they're saying this is the factor of the given polynomial. If x minus 1 is a factor of p of x, if that is a factor, what happens to the p of x value? It is 0. The final remainder will be 0. So we are equating to 0. What is p of x given? Write that equate to 0. Now substitute value of 1 in the place of x and simplify it. Finally you will get the value of k value here is minus 2. So let's move on to the second sub question. Here also the same value we have to consider. X minus 1 is equal to 0, x is equal to 1. We got x value as 1. Now what we have to take? They're saying if x minus 1 is a factor. So if that is a factor, so what we can write? P of x is equal to 0. Now substitute this one, p of x. 2x square plus kx plus root 2 is equal to 0. Now take value of 1 in the place of x. So 2 into 1 square. So k into 1 plus root 2 is equal to 0. Okay. So now what is the answer? 1 square is 1. What happens to this? K into 1, k plus root 2 is equal to 0. Now we have to find the k value. So we have to send these two to the RHS. So what happens to the 2? It is minus 2. It is again this also, if you send that side, it is minus root 2. So what is the value of k here? K is equal to minus 2 minus root 2. In this you can take minus common also, and you can write minus. If you take minus common, it becomes 2 plus root 2. You can write like that also, otherwise you can stop here. So here first what you have to do, take x minus 1 is equal to 0, x is equal to 1 because it is a factor. Then they're saying that if it is a factor of p of x, if it is factor, then it is p of x is equal to 0. Take this polynomial p of x is equal to 0. Now substitute the value of 1 in the place of x. So now substitute 1 square 1, 1 2s are 2, k into 1 k, root 2 as it is. Now you have to find the value of k here. So send 2 and root 2 to the RHS. Plus 2 becomes minus 2, plus root 2 becomes minus root 2. So value of k is minus 2 minus root 2. Let's move on to the next sub questions. Question 3, the same as we followed for previous two sub questions, the same thing we are following here. What is first take x minus 1 is equal to 0, x is equal to 1, value is 1. Now if it is a factor, what happens to the p of x? 0. So what is p of x? This one, kx square minus root 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now what is the next thing? Substitute 1 in the place of x. So k into 1 square minus root into 1 plus 1 is equal to 0. What is the value of 1 square? 1. 1 into k minus root 2 into 1 root 2 plus 1 is equal to 0. Finally, what you have to do? Take minus root 2 that side, minus root 2 if you take that side, it becomes plus root 2 plus 1 if you shift to the RHS, it becomes minus 1. So what is the value of k? Root 2 minus 1. First take value x is equal to 1, then take p of x is equal to 0, because they're saying if it is a factor, we have p of x is equal to 0, then take p of x is equal to 0, substitute in the place of x as value 1, simplify it, finally you got k is equal to root 2 minus 1. So next, going to the fourth sub question, the same thing, the same process, x minus 1 is equal to 0, x is equal to 1. So now what is our, if it is a factor, p of x is equal to 0. So what is the p of x here given? The same thing, kx square minus 3x plus k is equal to 0. Now substitute 1 in the place of x, k into 1 square minus 3 into 1 plus k is equal to 0. Now let me check here. You can observe here, 1 square is 1, right? 1 square is 1. 1 into k, 3 into 1, 3 plus k is equal to 0. How many k's here we are having? 2 k's. So k plus k, 2k minus 3 is equal to 0. K plus k, 2k. 3 times, if it is 3 times, k plus k plus k, 3k, like that. So now what is the value now? Send 3 to that side. So here if you send 2k is equal to, if it's in minus 3 to the RHS, it is plus 3. You want the value of k, so here it is multiplied. If you send to the RHS, it is division, so 3 by 2. K value is 3 by 2. Very simple, very simple. So first take x as one value, because it is minus 1, x becomes plus 1. Then take p of x is equal to 0, as they are saying it is a factor. Then take the p of x, which is a given, and substitute x is equal to 1 in the place of x, simplify it, you will get the value of k in both cases. Here root 2 minus 1, here 3 by 2 is the answer. So this is about exercise 2.4, question number 3.
For more exercise questions, subscribe my channel. Keep watching. Thank you.